Hello everyone, John Odom, drum set percussion teacher here with Groove of Passion Drum Lessons. Today I'm going to film a video on proper stick technique, proper grip, allowing the sticks to move freely in your hands. And what I'm talking about here, and I'm actually going to film this from the side so you can, I think it gives a better angle versus from the front. And of course we can do both, but today I thought, well, let's film this from the side so you can clearly see what I'm talking about. What I'm referring to is number one, using a loose, relaxed grip with your sticks, okay? That's paramount. Now, Pete Erskine, he's one of the top drum teachers in the world, he used a great analogy. He said, pretend the sticks are a baby bird. We don't want to hurt the baby bird, okay? So we have to hold the sticks lightly or gently. Now, the baby bird has learned to fly, so we don't want the sticks to fly away. We can't let them fly out of our hands, but we don't want to squeeze it real tight. You don't want to crush the stick. It's not going to work, okay? Now, what about these three fingers? Because there's a couple different ways to grip the sticks, right? A lot of drummers, I use the index finger and thumb. Some drummers use the middle finger and their thumb. Either one works. Whatever works best for you, you can change back and forth. There's not only one set way to grip the sticks, okay? So whatever works for each person. I prefer the index finger. So I use index finger and thumb. These back three fingers, okay, you don't want to let them stick out like this. I have a few students, when I remind them to open their hands up, they do this. They'll stick their fingers out and they're trying to, well, you're still using wrist at that point, right? You can try to use index finger and thumb, but that's not very economical. That's not good technique at all. That's really going to cause you a lot of problems when you're playing. Now, several of my students are working on this, and what I'm talking about is some of them want to wrap these three fingers around the stick the whole time, okay? Well, if you do that, if you notice, you have to use your wrist to move the sticks, right? Now, there are times when we need to play a roll where you might need to have your fingers closed. I'm not saying we never do this. If you're going to play a roll on your floor tom on an acoustic drum set, right, you're probably not going to want to, that's not going to have the punch it needs. You're going to need to do a good single stroke roll like that, okay? But oftentimes when you're playing drum set, I'm going to say most of the time you're playing, your sticks need to be able to move freely. So how do you do that? Well, what I do is the back three fingers, okay? I don't stick them out like this. I don't keep them curled around the stick. I actually let them kind of hang out sort of in a curved position. And this isn't like something I look at and oh, exactly. Don't do that. Just have your fingers here, just in the ready position, okay? Why? Well, because I can play open double stroke roll. See that? And the sticks can move freely. There's nothing impeding the bottom of the stick here, right? It can move as freely as I need to. I can play doubles, I can play triple strokes, or if I need to play single strokes, my fingers are ready to move the stick with each stroke, right? I can go back and forth between singles and doubles. Here's singles, here's doubles. But the fingers are ready. So you don't want to impede the movement of the stick. Tommy Igoe, on his Great Hands for a Lifetime DVD, made a good point. He says, drummers don't always think about what's going on back here. Well, if you think about it, the stick is all connected. This is simple, but something we need to be aware of. If the bottom end or the button of the stick can't move, the tip can't move. So we have to allow this to move. Now, how it moves is very important. And again, we don't need to overanalyze this. We don't need to, figure out physics and all that. It's pretty simple. But difficult to implement. The reason why I say that is I've got some beginner students they struggle with this, okay? Now I've got some more experienced students I've been teaching for a long period of time, and they got this down. They do it really well, okay? So it's just something, it's a technique aspect that drummers need to work on, okay? this is what you want to be able to do. This is very important, because if you want to play fast, if you want to play a song with fast two-handed 16th note song on the hi-hat, fast fills around the kit, cymbal swells, right? A cymbal swell is basically like a short speed burst on a crash cymbal, right? This right here, that's the movement, that's the secret. That is going to be very difficult to do. So that's something you want to work on, okay? Now, I am currently enrolling new students for lessons. I'm currently teaching at Flamenco Del Sur Art School. We are a flamenco dance and music school. We're located on Narcoossee Road in Orlando, okay? We currently have lessons for flamenco, ballet. We're also doing voice lessons, violin, drum set, guitar, and piano. We've got amazing teachers, and we have great programs. We also have recitals, 2 recitals a year, where students can actually perform. And so if you're interested in drum lessons or another instrument, the contact information will be on the video. I also teach with lessons in your home, where in the Orlando and surrounding area, I can actually come to your home for lessons, or we can also do private lessons. And if you're watching this video from farther away and you're not in the Orlando area, I also teach with LessonFace.com. And LessonFace is online lessons with Zoom. So if you're interested in lessons, or if you know someone, if you want to give lessons as a Christmas present, Christmas is coming up soon, music lessons make a great Christmas present. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day, and take care.